Hello, my dear ones. This is Ouassima Issrae. Hope you are doing well. So, we started our first video by exploring the different letters that are absent from the Latin alphabet and exploring why. Why are these letters not present, and what do they say about our Western cultures where the English and the French and so on are used? So we did many letters the first video, and today we're going to continue our meditation contemplation, kind of. So the next letter that I will be sharing with you is ta. So we have the letter t, and it can be t in some languages, but ta is practically absent. In Arabic letters, the ta, you see here there is a speaker. Things are going out. We are speaking out a truth or a teaching. We are educating. We have the letter education. We are educating about things that we mastered or we know. And the reason for it is we want a bigger public to know about it. Now, this is, of course, not absent in the Western countries. We are in education systems, we speak out, but where I feel the difference between t and ta, there is a form of seriousness that has been forgotten in the Western cultures. What do I mean by that? Of course, there is science, but science is as if like we are using a loop to study a small aspect of a question or situation or a topic, any topic that is, and we forget the all other aspects. We forget the connection between that small thing and the all, like I've been visiting some doctors, as you know, like for my condition for many years, and I'm always surprised about how they are disconnected from each other. You go to the doctor in internal medicine, it's not connected with doctors, when you're having issues with your stomach, they're not connected with doctors that are, they take care of your allergies and so on. And I'm like, what is happening? Why there is no conversation between these people? Maybe the amount of information out is a lot. Maybe we don't have the capacity, and that's why we are using computers and even artificial intelligence today to find the answers. But what are the principles that have been taught before? The natural principles. I studied naturopathy. I loved it because it talks about natural principles, and these things are logical. It feels like logic. Logic. Where is the logic in things? Have we gone too much into specialization that we forgot the whole picture? This is what I'm feeling from this card. So let's see what the cards say about it. Four of Earth. Oh, interesting. Oh, really interesting. We have here stable ground. You feel there is a circle, and this reminds me of the medicine wheel. We have like a container for the knowledge we receive. Does it mean that now, as many of us have the information available online, and when we speak, we forgot what it means to get higher knowledge, which means like proven, I don't know if that's the word, maybe solid knowledge, maybe verified through the ancestors, through the not only science but through the practice. A lot of, I see the plants, many plants I use for the Lyme condition and other conditions for some clients have been proven they are solid. They have proven their effect, yet many people don't know about them. So there is a confrontation, I feel, with the ta, confrontation in the seriousness we approach knowledge in the Western countries, and the profundity of them, and the practicality. Is what I know practical? Can I use it? Can it be of benefit to others, to myself and to others? So this is a glimpse of what I'm getting from this letter. Oh, I love this one. So I try to say it with me. I put the I here because the it's Ain, and it's the letter that when you pronounce it comes from really deep in your throat. You know, it's like it's close to the thymus even. So the eye that sees everything, the opener of the eye or the opener of the path. Yes, the clairvoyance. Of course, we have clairvoyance in the Western countries, but are they considered serious enough? Are they considered, do they have the place as the ancient priestesses and priestesses that had power because they were close to those who take decisions? They offer the vision of what is behind the curtain, like the priestess in the tarot. So, the eye that sees everything. Something that, again, talking about the unconscious in the first video, I'm seeing the waves of the unconscious field and how they are impacting the bigger or the conscious field or the material field, the apparent, what we see. I feel like this letter is so much connected. When I see it and when I pronunciate it, I feel like even things coming out from myself to the outer world, as if the bottom of the situation, or the inner call of the situation. What is it really about? That's what is this letter for. And reminds me again, these shamans that were called to and were participating in the communities to find where to eat, how to shelter, like the right shelters, the right place to move to, and so on. So participating, how can the other realm be integrated into the daily decisions, into our relationships? Here, of course, we are using tarot, we are using, divinatory systems, but what about the big decisions? Political decisions, economical, and so on. I love this goddess of air, not just because we have, again, the wheel, remember, where everything is connected. The weaving is here. She cuts, she repairs, she shamans, the society is made of all of these active participants in it. I'm not talking about even people, I'm talking about archetypes. All the archetypes we have in tarot, you have the priestess, you have the pope, you have the hierophant, not the pope necessarily, the hierophant, you have the emperor, and so on, the lovers. They are all archetypes active in the society, and it feels the tarot is a more justice, fair based society more than the world we live in. The embodiment of all archetypes and including them in daily life. That's why I feel with this letter, and this is absent in our societies. The last letters, r. So in English we will say r. In French we can say r, and we say r depending the name or the word. R is about transformation. You see, the transformation, evolution, adventure, tempting something out of the way, different and not squarey. It can be tortuous, it can be even strange. It doesn't matter. What matters is that it brings fun, it brings life, it shows how life is sometimes unexpected, and this is how it is about. So Ra shows us the fun and the joy we get from dealing with unexpected events. We, like in a recent shamanic journey, I was reminded by my allies how it's important to not fear change, but take it in a fun way. Be curious about it. you know. So I love this because it feels absent from our culture. So let's see what the cards say here. Priestess. Oh, lovely. We were just talking. Oh, here's, you see, the frog is accompanying us, bringing the magic in our readings for the last two videos. We have the path, you know, in between. I love this card. It's a really, really deep card. It's not just about prophecy and seeing beyond. There is a deep connection to the source of life that guides us, the flow of life. And that's why one of the reasons we have the well, the river going in between the legs, connection to deep, great mother that is within us and in everything around us, in the wild, in plant, everywhere. So the adventure doesn't seem coming from just a desire to try something different. It comes because we need a different way to deal and act in our lives to have a different result. And I don't know if you feel this in our Western societies. We are turning in a loop. We are just repeating the same thing again and again and again until we decide to get out from what you call the matrix, maybe, but get out from the patterns that our ancestors have been living, the patterns of fears and so on. So the desire for this transformation is soul-based. It's soul-based. It's coming from from knowing who we are and why we came here, from deepening our connection to the great mother of all, or the source. All right, so let's see the two last letters here. We have qa, and it's not ka, it's qa. And of course you see the sword, the letter of truth, the letter of rightfulness. Oh my goodness, and justice. What can we talk? What can we say about justice and justice in our Western worlds? Doesn't mean that in the Eastern countries it's justice based, but from the Arabic letter perspective, we are seeing here the absence of mirrors. If something happened in a society, if a crime or theft happened, it's just a symptom of a deep wound that resides in the whole society. It's a common responsibility of us all, of our ancestors, into bringing to that moment where someone kills another or steals from another. So the mirroring is bringing us to the first video, the tha, our responsibility in the society. This is a deep word. This is a deep letter for me because, let's see, great mother coming here. Okay, this is very interesting. Just taking in the energy of these two cards, really profound for me, because the truth, the great mother, nurturing, giving life, but also protecting life. Protecting its different forms. And I love her hands open. I think this letter is showing us in our Western worlds how to see justice in another way, how to do justice by taking care of those who are suffering from injustice, by taking care of those who performed injustice, the mother way. And the last letter, it's not a H, it's a it feels like a wind coming out. You know, it's the last breath, and it's the first breath. This is like the letter that is really close to the other world. It's really interesting because it's the last one we are bringing today. It's the letter that constitutes the curtain. that is the bridge between the realms. And in our Western societies, this letter is not existent. I think we have seen really this coming in as an invitation from the Arabic letters to bridge between the worlds, to bring wholeness, to accept the mysticism without the need for it to be scientific or proven, to accept, and it is really natural that there are other realms, there are other worlds now, other realities. And some of you might have read Dolores Cannon books and so on. It is now time to accept the mysticism in our societies without for it to be a cult, a sect, or a guru thing. This is about our connection to the other side, to all other sides of us and of the reality we live in. So let's see what the cards say about this. Really lovely. Again, you see the circle coming as well in our cards. And here we see 8 of Earth. It's really about, you see this from out, and you see the Ouroboros. And doesn't feel like a lake or like a well. It feels more as a sky. It's the mirror of the sky. It's the doorway. It's a portal. And we have the 8 here, the medicine wheel, the circles that are known in all the words. So let me just see the meaning here, places out. I don't remember why I wrote it, but this feels more of a connection to the well of the cosmos. Someone had been traveling for so long, and now he finds the oasis to nourish his soul. This letter is about nourishing the soul and its need in the Western societies, not just for the few of us who are interested in tarot and so on, but for everyone. Let me just see also. There is something about the mysticism, the connection to nature, to arrive to this state. Going back to nature, going back to the circle aspect, not to the squarey side. And you see here we have the ha. The ha form is really a circle. The letter is a circle. It's very interesting. The circle of life. Getting back to that. I'll stop now because I can go for many more minutes. But so I hope you enjoyed this contemplation, active meditation with the letters, and that, let me know what you thought about this, what letters spoke to you, what is your perception of the Western world versus what the Arabic letters are revealing about it. So wishing you a great day. And if you're interested, of course, in this deck, it's available. You have the book, this is the French one, but we have the English one available on Amazon, and the cards, I have few copies left if you want to order it as well. Great day.